Welcome back to AFT Dice League Season 13. It is round 7. Let's kick it off with the first match, Hawthorn versus Richmond at Marvel Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. And the first quarter's completed. Hawthorn have kicked 6 goals, 541 to Richmond, 5-1-31. Richmond are looking for their fourth win for the season and Hawthorn their fifth. Halftime has come and it is 15 points the difference at halftime. Hawthorn kicked 2 goals, 4-16 in that second quarter to Richmond. 1 goal, 5-11-42. So it is 15 points the difference. Let's go to the third quarter. Third quarter, Hawthorn have put on 6 goals, 339 to Richmond, 128. And it is 46 points the difference at three-quarter time. Let's go to the final quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Hawthorn have won by 44 points. Final score 16-18, 114 to Richmond, 10-10-70. All right, let's go to the second match. It is North Melbourne versus Port Adelaide at Marvel Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, Port Adelaide kicked 4 goals, 5-29 to North Melbourne, 2-3-15. Port Adelaide are going for 7 in a row, the first 7 games of the season. Let's go to the second quarter. In the second quarter, North Melbourne have kicked 5 goals, 4-34 to Port Adelaide, 4-4-28. So at halftime, it is Port Adelaide by 8 points. Third quarter. The three-quarter time siren has gone, and North Melbourne have kicked 5 goals, 3-33 to Port Adelaide, 3-6-24. And at three-quarter time, North Melbourne are in front by 1 point. Can North Melbourne hold on, or will it be Port Adelaide with 7 wins on the bounce? All right, let's go to the final quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Port Adelaide have lost their first game for the season against North Melbourne. It's final scores, North Melbourne 16-15, 111 to Port Adelaide 13-19, 97. All right, so that puts North Melbourne in the top 8. In 6th spot, Port Adelaide, still a game clear at this stage. Geelong hasn't played their match as yet. All right, so let's go to the third match, West Coast versus Essendon at Optus Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. And the first quarter, Essendon have kicked 3 goals, 3-21 to West Coast, 1-5-11. And let's go to the second quarter. The second quarter, West Coast have kicked back. They've kicked 3 goals, 1-19 to Essendon, 1-8. So at the moment, at half time, it is West Coast by 1 point. Third quarter has completed, and Essendon have kicked 6 goals, 2 to West Coast, 4 goals, 3. So it's 10 points the difference, three-quarter time. Essendon 67, West Coast 57. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and West Coast have just won by 3 points in the last quarter. They kicked 4 goals, 125 to Essendon, 1-6-12. And the final scores, West Coast 12-10-82 to Essendon, 11-13-79. All right, let's go to the fourth match of the round. It is Brisbane versus West Coast, Western Bulldogs at the Gabba. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, Brisbane have kicked 2 goals, 2-14 to Western Bulldogs, 1-3-9. Let's go to the second quarter. In the second quarter, Brisbane have kicked 6 goals, 2-38 to Western Bulldogs, 2-6-18. And there's Brisbane at halftime by 25 points. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, it was even. 5 goals, 1 31 apiece. And at three-quarter time, it is 25 points the difference, 83 Brisbane to 58 Western Bulldogs. Let's go to the final quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Brisbane have won by 23 points against the Bulldogs. Final scores, Brisbane 14-8, 92 to Western Bulldogs 9-15, 69. And that puts Brisbane in the top four with a minus percentage, 99.08. All right, let's go to the fifth game of the round. It's Gold Coast versus St Kilda at Metricon. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, the Gold Coast Suns have kicked 3 goals 6 to St Kilda 3 goals 3. That's 3 points the difference. Second quarter, Gold Coast have kicked 6 goals 3-39 to St Kilda 1-6-12. And it is the Gold Coast Suns by 30 points. So it's 13th versus 17th. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, Gold Coast have put 5 goals 5-35 to St Kilda 4-1-25. So 40 points, the difference. Gold Coast way, 98 to 58. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and it's Gold Coast have won by 50 points. They kicked 4 goals 4-28 to 2 goals 6-18 St Kilda in the last quarter. Final scores 18-18, 126 Gold Coast to St Kilda 10-16. 76. All right, let's go to the sixth game. It is Sydney versus Geelong. It is the match of the round at the SCG. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, Sydney have kicked 5 goals 1-31 to Geelong 3 goals 3-21. So it's third place or fourth place second on the table. Second quarter. And the Sydney Swans have kicked 5 goals 3 to Geelong 3 goals 1-19. So it is 4 goals of difference at half time to Sydney, 64-40. Third quarter, Sydney have put on another 6 goals 4 to Geelong 5-1-31. And it is 33 points the difference at three-quarter time to Sydney, 104-71. So Sydney win, they will jump into the top 4. Final quarter, and the final siren has gone, and Sydney have won by 18 points. Geelong put on 5 goals, 1 in that last quarter to 2-4. It wasn't enough. Final score, Sydney 18-12, 120 to Geelong 16-6, 102. So that puts Sydney in third place, pushes Geelong down to 4th after that win. All right, let's go to the 7th game. It is Collingwood versus GWS Giants at the MCG. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, Collingwood have kicked 5 goals 2-32 to the Giants, 4 goals 4-28. 4 points the difference. Second quarter, Giants have put on 6 goals, 1 in that second quarter, 37 to 1-4-10. And at the moment, the Giants are up by 23 points at half time. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, the Giants have kicked 6 goals, 4-40 to Collingwood, 3 goals, 3-21. So the Giants are out by 42 points against the bottom place Collingwood. That's 16th place, 18th. Let's go to the final quarter. And the final siren has gone, and GWS Giants have won by 67 points. They kicked 6 goals, 1 in that last quarter to 1-6-12. In the second, third, and fourth quarters, GWS Giants have kicked 18 goals, 6 to 5 goals, 13. So the final scores, Giants 22-10, 142 to Collingwood 10-15, 75. So that puts Giants up to 14th with their second win for the season. And the Magpies are on the bottom of the ladder with a 75.1%. All right, let's go to this second last game. It is Melbourne versus Carlton. Let's go to the first quarter. And the first quarter, Melbourne have kicked 3 goals, 21 to Carlton, 2-3, 15. Let's go to the second quarter of this match. Melbourne, they've kicked 6 goals, 6 in that second quarter to 1-5, 11. So Melbourne at halftime are out by 37 points. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, Carlton have come back after halftime, kicked 6 goals, 2-38 to Melbourne, 1-6, 12. So Carlton are down by 11 points. It is 64-75. Let's go to the final quarter. See if Carlton can come back. In the final quarter, Carlton have put on 6 goals, 39 to Melbourne, 1 goal, 10. Then the second half, Carlton have kicked 12 goals, 5 to 2 goals, 10. So final scores, Carlton 15-13, 103 to Melbourne 11-19, 85. All right, so that gives us completion of 7 rounds. All right, 8 rounds. 8 games in round 7. Let's go to the last game of the round. It is Fremantle plays Adelaide at Optus Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, Fremantle have put on 6 goals, 38 to Adelaide, 3 goals, 21. All right, second quarter, Adelaide, they've put on 5 goals, 35 to Fremantle, 17. And at half time, it is Adelaide by 1 point, 56-55. All right, let's go to the second half of this last game of the round 7. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, Adelaide's put on 5 goals, 35 to Fremantle, 4 goals, 25. And it is Adelaide by 11 points, 91-80. All right, let's go to the final quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Adelaide have won by 8 points on the road against Fremantle. The final scores 14-18, 102 Adelaide to Fremantle, 14-10, 94. All right, so that concludes round 7. And we've still got Port Adelaide on top of the ladder. They've got their first loss for the season, so all teams have lost a game or 2. So the top 4 is Port Adelaide, Hawthorn, Sydney, Geelong. And then the remaining 4 teams in the 8 are Brisbane, Adelaide, Fremantle, and West Coast. And down the bottom, we've got Essendon, St Kilda, and Collingwood are dead last with a percentage of 75.14. So that concludes round 7. We'll see you next time for round 8 on the 29th of July, 2026.